Hello students, we are continuing to our video lecture series on the topic memory and programmable logic. So we are studying the type of memory. There are two types of memory, RAM and ROM. RAM is random access memory which can perform both the write and read operation, and ROM perform only the read operation. The read only memory is a programmable logic device. Other such unit are the programmable logical array, the programmable array logic, and the field programmable gate array. Basically, RAM is a random access memory. That means to say, in this memory location can be accessed in a random way without going through any other location, and the access time is same for each and every memory location. So since information can be written into or read from RAMs, they are used as read and write memory of a computer system. So that means to say, in this type of memory, when read and write operations are done, they are done through their clock cycle. And RAM is not the correct name because ROM has also random access property, but the correct name of RAM should be read write memory. So since RAM is the established name for the read write memory, so hence it is usually used for it. And basically RAM is a volatile memory. So that means to say, it stores information as long as power is supplied to it. Its content are lost when power supply is switched off or interrupted. So the user has to reload his programs and data when power supply is resumed. So in this type of memory, we can see read and write operation, how it done. So for read and write operation, transferring a new word to be stored into memory, that is the write operation. In this, apply the binary address of the desired word to the address lines and apply the data bits that must be stored in memory to the data input lines and activate the write input. So this one is for write operation. And now for read operation, transferring a stored word out of memory. That means to say, we are taking that data from that system. So apply the binary address of the desired word to the address lines and activate the read input. So these both are the read and write operation. Commercially, memory sometimes provide the control inputs for reading and writing in a somewhat different configuration, which can be seen in this table. Here the memory enable 1 but for read operation it is 0. Then it select to write word, and when it is 1 it select to read 1. So that means to say, in the clock cycle, which can be shown here, the timing waveforms of a data word, there is a read and write cycle. So in that previous table, when it is 0 it selected to word write, and when it is 1 it selected to write word read word. So here is the timing cycle for write waveform. We can see the access time and cycle time of the memory must be within a time equal to a fixed number of CPU clock cycle. So we can see for every state or every command there is a fixed clock cycle which is used. Maybe it would be 4, maybe it would be 6, maybe it would be 10. So it depends on that instruction which is applied. So there is a clock cycle, and in this clock cycle the memory enable and the read write signal must be activated after the signals in the address line are stable to avoid destroying data in other memory address. So here is the memory address field. In these 3 cycles the memory address is defined, and here is memory enable. So when memory is enable, on that time read and write cycle going to high or low, that depend on the operation, that writing is done or reading is done. Here the signal is 0, this signal is low, that means to say it is a write cycle. We can see here when it is 0, it's selected to write the word, and there is a data input. Enable and read write signal must stay active for at least 50 nanoseconds. So in this, here is a data valid. So on this address, this data is writing here from this write cycle, and memory is enabled here. So this is the timing waveform of write cycle. So now we are coming to read cycle. This cycle is same, but here what going on? For the reading cycle, we can see in our previous table, when the word is selected for read, it should be 1. So here we can see in this read cycle, the signal is high, and on that time in this address the data becomes read. So the CPU can transfer the data into one of its internal register during the negative transition of T3. So this is the read cycle. In the next we can study about the type of these memories. Thank you.